Today we are touring Lutz, Florida, home to some of the best neighborhoods, including the award-winning Cheval community, homes with lakefront living, even new construction neighborhoods, if that's your thing. Oh, and we can't leave out the A-rated schools. You may have heard of Lutz, Florida, and it's okay if you haven't, because today I'm showing you everything, so stay tuned. If you want to live in Tampa but prefer more of a suburban lifestyle, Lutz, Florida might be a great spot for you. If you want a quaint, small town feel with a slower pace of living but still have easy access to everything the city offers, Lutz might be for you. And if you want nature and old Florida vibes with lakes and conservation areas with tons of greenery, well, all of this is part of why people love to call Lutz home. Starting off at our first stop today in the heart of Lutz, we are located just off of Dale Mabry Highway, which has all of your shopping, restaurants, and entertainment needs. You also have easy access to the Veterans Expressway, so you can get to the airport in just over 20 minutes and to the bridges that take you over to our famous beaches. From here, you are just over 30 minutes to downtown Tampa, the Tampa Riverwalk, and Busch Gardens, so getting around is actually pretty easy. But why do people love living in Lutz, Florida? Well, let's talk about real estate here. Homes in Lutz, Florida are not exactly cheap. It's one of the most sought after areas because of its location, its neighborhoods, and its schools, but you do have a lot of different types of housing to choose from. You've got condos, townhomes, regular sized single family homes, all the way up to mega mansions with acreage. And stick around because towards the end of the video, I want to show you this new community that has a new model home with a built-in mother-in-law suite. Now let's head over to one of my favorite neighborhoods in the area, the gated community of Cheval. We just passed the guard gate, and from personal experience, because I lived in Cheval for a handful of years, I have to say it feels like one of the safest neighborhoods, not only because it had 3 guard gated entrances, but because of how deep it goes in off the main road. And one of my favorite things about Cheval are the animals. So as we stroll through here, let's see if we are lucky enough to catch a deer sighting. Oh, and now before I show you around, take a second, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. And if you're planning on moving to the Tampa area, we are licensed realtors, and helping you find a home, that's our bread and butter. So reach out to us because my team and I would love to help you and your family find your next home. Oh, hey, there's a deer right on the other side of that water. Not sure if you can get that. Right under the tree, it's kind of hard to see. There are tons of wildlife because of how intertwined this community is with nature. In fact, I would say majority of homes in Cheval have either a conservation view, a pond view, or a golf course frontage, with very few homes having a rear neighbor. Cheval is split into 2 sections, the east and the west, and both have amazing features. In Cheval East, there is a private 18-hole golf course and country club, as well as an athletic club. And on the west side, you have access to the famous TPC Golf and Clubhouse. Both have outstanding restaurants and full bars, and living here, it was just such a convenience having 2 restaurants in our neighborhood we could bike to when we pleased. Cheval also has private roads, so many neighbors have golf carts to scoot around on, and around the holidays, you'll see neighbors stringing up lights and decorating them, just driving around at nighttime. Homes in Cheval range from entry-level 3-bedroom homes in the high $400,000s to the priciest homes sold in the last year, right at $2.4 million, which really isn't that bad when you consider it has over 5,000 square feet on a 2-acre lot. So let's take a look at some of these because, man, I love these homes. People often bring up having to be a member of the golf course. Since it is a golf course community, well, you don't have to be. There's actually a golf membership, a fitness membership, or a social membership, which gives you access to the fun stuff. So you can partake in community events and visit the clubhouse, even if you aren't a golfer. Residents love Cheval because of how well maintained it is. Access to the clubhouse is tons of sidewalks to go for a stroll, and of course, how safe it feels. But I bet you didn't know that there's an equestrian center right outside the community. My daughter, she used to love watching others take riding lessons, but if horses are a hobby for you, they do offer training. And now that I've mentioned my kids, many families with kids move here because of the A-rated triple threat of McKittrick, Martinez, and Steinbrenner High School, which happen to share a campus within a stone's throw. So what if the golf course community really isn't your vibe? I get it. There's a lid for every pot, and good news for you, Lutz has a variety to choose from. Like lakefront living, we made our way just across Del Mabry Highway to this little pocket I love with a few nice lakes. Lake Crenshaw and Saddleback Lake being the two well-known lakes, and all mixed in this area, you'll find a wide variety of architecture and character. This area does not have an HOA or CDD, but it's still well-maintained overall. I like how some of these homes are pushed back off the road. I was looking at a home with a little over a half acre a few years back, and it's not uncommon to find homes with between 1 to 2 acre lots in here. The beauty of living in an area like this is that you can keep a boat or an RV on your property and have a little more room to stretch out. Most of these properties have little extra character, and guess what? You still get those A-rated schools that you got in Cheval. But here we go again. You may not want the golf courses, and you may not want acreage or lakefront living. Maybe keeping up with a fence line or a few extra bugs, well, maybe that's not your forte. Maybe you just want a newer home with little maintenance. Well, I've got a few options for you, so stay with me. This first pocket neighborhood is called the Promenade at Lake Park, and it's only a few years old. Now, this community is built out, but you can find resale homes that pop up from time to time. Now, it's a small community, but it's still well maintained, and it has a small HOA fee of around $100 a month. But because it's not a massive master plan community, you won't have that extra CDD fee to worry about. Now, let's check out some of these homes inside. Okay, so at the beginning of this video, I mentioned to you a new community rewind. Okay, so at the beginning of this video, I mentioned a new community with a mother-in-law suite, so I want to deliver on that promise. We are in the brand new community of Willow Reserve by D.R. Horton. Now, D.R. Horton is a well-known builder in this Tampa area for being an affordable builder, but this is a new product for them in this region. At Willow Reserve, D.R. Horton introduced their Emerald series of homes, which is a nice step up from their standard Express or Preferred series that's more common. In these homes, you'll find upgrades like quartz countertops, backsplash in the kitchen, built-in ovens, and 3-car garages. And FYI, this community, once again, has no CDD fees. Now, the Camden right behind me is D.R. Horton's newest, hottest commodity. It's a single-story home with just under 2,800 square feet, 4-bed, 3.5 baths, and a 3-car garage. Now, this model is designed for multi-gen living as it has its own wing that would be perfect for an in-law or a guest suite. In fact, let's just jump inside and take a look. Come on. All right, so as we come into the Camden, immediately I see this really nice foyer. You got tall ceilings. We have a nice tray ceiling up there, which gives a little bit of decoration and just really nice space here. You know, I can see all the way to the back of the house, so that's a nice, clean view right when you come in. But immediately as I walk in, there's 2 bedrooms to the front of the house here. Again, we're seeing those nice tall ceilings through the home. And with this setup, what I love here is that, you know, I have 2 kids. So as we move on, they do share a Jack and Jill bathroom. In my case, I have 2 daughters, so a Jill and Jill, but this works perfect if you're using both of these rooms because it does have a full bathroom, but as somebody's using the bath, for example, or the bathroom, the other one can still be brushing their teeth or prepping, getting their hair done, things like that. So it just really works nice having a Jack and Jill. I'm a huge fan of that. And again, as we go through the second room, we can see the tall ceilings continue, and then we make our way right back out to the main foyer. We're about mid-home right now. And in here, we're gonna have the half bath, which is gonna service any of your guests that are over. And then following that, we're gonna have the entrance coming into the home from the garage. And it's gonna have a nice little mud space over here. You could take off your shoes, hang up your dog leash, or, throw your backpacks, things like that when you come in. And then opposite to that side, we're gonna have a really, really nice laundry room. Super spacious in here. You can see how much counter space there is with a nice sink. You can see the uppers. You have tons of cabinets, so you can put in those linens or your, all your soaps and everything. Just really be able to tuck that away, so that's nice. Now, after leaving this, down this little hallway here, because from the foyer we made a nice right-hand turn, we're gonna come into what you've been waiting for. This is the mother-in-law suite, okay? This is its own little wing off the house. The only way to get here is through that side hallway. But this is a really cool space. This is like its own living space, right? So your own living room. Again, tray ceilings. You have like a little bit of a wet bar or like a kitchenette with a refrigerator. Now this doesn't come with a cooktop, but you do have the wet bar. You can probably put like a toaster oven, and then of course your refrigerator. Now we have the full bedroom. It's just really spacious. It has a tray ceilings, again, tall ceilings, but really spacious room. I mean, this is a queen bed to give you an idea of the space that you do have on both sides. And then you have a walk-in closet. Again, really nice space there. And then the full bath, and this setup has the quartz countertops and then a walk-in shower, which makes it nice. If you do actually use it for mother-in-law suite and you have elderly, just makes it go into the shower versus the tub, but you do have those options. All right, so coming out of that wing, that mother-in-law suite, right? It's a game changer, but we still have so much more home to show. So right here, we have a really spacious dining room, but this is a dining, living, kitchen combo, right? So just a really open space, which is nice in those modern homes nowadays. So this is a good 6 to 8 seater. I know it only has 6 right now, but it easily could be a 6 to 8 seater dining space. And then as we make our way around, right here we're in the living room, and again, this is a massive couch, but you could have a sectional, easily fits here, just really nice cozy space. You can see out to your backyard, so if you end up having a pool, you can go right through the sliders onto your back lanai, just really extending that indoor living out. And then come on and follow me to the kitchen as we make our way in here again, just really nice size kitchen, quartz countertops. You're gonna have the backsplash, which is an upgrade on the Emerald model here. All stainless steel appliances, really nice walk-in pantry. I feel like a home like this, you're gonna have a family, or you're gonna have, things like that with a nice kitchen like this, you're gonna have plenty of storage, and the tall doors is nice too. You've got the tall uppers, you've got a nice designer hood cover, and of course, let's see, yeah baby, we've got some soft close drawers. If you have them kiddos, they're not gonna be slamming it all the time. Built-in ovens is a plus. I love the convection setup. And then of course over here, if you're not so much a formal person, you want a nice little breakfast nook, you've got the breakfast nook right off of the kitchen, so that's great. Now let's head into the master. Coming into the master bedroom, this is massive. I mean, it's kind of caught me off guard a little bit, but it's a nice king-size bed, and you can see how much space was on the backside there. So plenty of space. I've got 3 nice windows going out to the backyard. And again, the tray ceilings is always a nice touch. It gives you that breakup so that not everything is just flat, right? Now, coming into the master bath, we're gonna have a nice tub, spacious shower, glass finish, and then a really nice walk-in closet with double vanities, and then you're gonna see those quartz again. Now, one thing I'd like to mention about this model, there's not a lot of single-story homes at this level that have a soaking tub in the master. I'm not sure why, but builders don't do it that often in this price range. So that is a huge bonus by having a soaking tub in the master with the Camden model. With the Camden, there's a couple good options for exteriors. So let's go ahead and hop to the screen so you can take a look at those. And while we're flipping through the exteriors, everybody always wants to know the price. So with the Camden model, based on the neighborhood that you're choosing and the finishes or the different level, whether it be an express or a preferred series, it's gonna run you about $550. And then as you come to the Emerald series that we have here in Willow Reserve and Lutz, it's gonna run you in the mid-6s. So I think it's pretty easy to see why somebody would want to live in Lutz, Florida. There's a nice variety of neighborhoods to choose from. There's amazing schools if you have kiddos. You're close to restaurants, shopping, and entertainment. And of course, you can always hop on the interstate, making it pretty easy to get around to just about anywhere. But there's still so much to know, and it can be overwhelming. So if you're planning on moving to the Tampa area, we would love to be your real estate resource. So reach out to my team with a simple text or an email, and we would love to help you and your family find your next home. So until that next video, I'll catch you later.